All right, well, good morning everybody. We're gonna kind of wing it on a project here. We're gonna take my F250, which has these brackets, and we're gonna convert it into a system to hold the wall mount Dewalt boxes, ToughSystem 2, which is this right here. I think it's a pretty cool project. But first we're gonna have to get this out of the way, and this was a cool thing we had made back in the day to hold all my hitch bowls, but technology kind of took its place, and now we have this thing down here, so you can raise it, lower it, switch it to two different bowls, and it's a one and done kind of thing. So anyway, what we're going to do is take this off. We're going to remake these out of this plate steel, and then we're going to weld some stuff on it to be able to put the brackets on that hold the ToughSystem 2. And that's an F250, but here's an F150, and you can see it has it too. They just didn't buy the option to put the tie down hooks or whatever on it. So anyway, we're gonna take the ones off, use it as a template, cut it out of the diamond plate, drill the holes, and then start welding up. So if I posted this video, that means we succeeded, so stick around. Okay, we've got it pulled off, so that's the plate, and then it had that mounted to it. Anyway, we drew two of them here, so I'm gonna get to cutting. All right, we've got the plate made out of the diamond plate, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep the diamond plate in just to give me a flat surface to weld onto. And just looking at it, if you were to try to duplicate this, make the plates a little bit bigger if you've got the bed liner, you can see I didn't quite get covering the gap there. Anyway, I think you can make it a little bit, maybe 1/4 inch taller or 1/2 inch bigger each direction. That'll cover that if that's what you've got. Anyway, we're going to keep working on this. I guess let me take a step back and show you what the ToughSystem wall mount does. You know, most of these systems, they stack on top of each other, so you got to like start unstacking them. But Frank's going to pull this one box out so you can see what's going on. Go ahead, Frank. Get that cool? So basically what we're doing on my truck is we're going to put these, we're working on putting these on my truck. And let me go back to my truck and I'll kind of show you what I want to do. So in my situation, I got to work around what I've got, and I've got the Paragon bed cover, and it's got that bracketry there, so I got to stay behind it. But what I'm wanting to do is hold two boxes on this side. I've got to make the height where, you know, the side tonneau cover rail is not going to get in the way, but I'm thinking I can put a tall box to the back over here, and then over the wheel well I can put a shorter box, as you can see here, short box, tall box. But we'll have the brackets sticking out. Now they make two different brackets. One are fixed where they just stick out, and they make another set that you can fold over. So if you don't want to run the boxes, you just fold them over, it's out of your way. But one of the reasons I wanted to do this is to be able to keep tools in the truck and to be able to hold some plywood, if that makes sense. So because it's off the ground, I'll still be able to slide plywood in. And I'm going to show you up on the other side. I took an ammo can and just rigged it up and screwed it into the same brackets. This is something I can use to keep some straps, a wrench, some lubricant, that kind of stuff, which is pretty handy. Anyway, we'll keep working on this project. All right, we're working on the brackets here. So we went to the store, bought a 6-foot piece of angle iron, and I think that 6-foot piece is going to handle all the metal besides that back plate. We got a 3-inch piece welded here. We're making a duplicate for this one over here, and then let's get them both bolted up, and then we'll show you the next step. We're going to stretch angle iron between the two brackets. Okay, so now we got an angle iron stretched across to both of those brackets. Kind of made, if you're going to do this yourself, something you might want to change. Anyway, this angle iron is 2 inches. We got it sitting on top of those little brackets we made. See if I can get in there. Clamped it down. Now, we had these brackets too low where it's hitting you can see there's a little protrusion here, and we had to scribe out the angle iron, which is fine. You can see that back there. But the other thing is, with the angle iron pointing upwards, we're kind of blocking to be able to use the Torx screws. But that's okay. We went to the store and we got some hex head bolts, so we can use hex heads and use a ratchet or a socket set to put them in. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. We're fixing to come in here and tack weld this angle iron onto the brackets. And then after that, let me get up here. After that, we're going to disassemble the whole thing, set it on the ground, fully weld it. I don't think I'm going to paint it today. Anyway, we're going to fully weld it, then put it back on, and then we got to put our little uprights on, which is part of the Dewalt kit. You don't have to use the Dewalt kit, but I got some leftover pieces. This is a 1x1 square tubing, and the all those little holes are the adjustments. If they're a 1 inch apart, you can adjust the bracket 1 inch up or down, and they go on the back side. So anyway, we're going to fully weld everything, and then we're going to weld these on, and that's what the actual Dewalt brackets will mount to. And then once we got those things done, we can I guess we can mount it up and put the boxes on and see if we got it done or not. I'm not going to paint it today. I just want to run it for a week, make sure everything's good, and then I'll probably disassemble it and paint it. There's other things I can do. You know, I could drill a little hole at the end for a strap. Actually could put it on both ends, or you know, there's a lot of stuff. Once you have this bar, there's a lot of things you could do with it. Anyway, let's finish welding this thing up. All right, so we're actually going to use these brackets off this Dewalt dolly. These are ones that fold. So if I'm not running anything, I can just fold them in. They'll be out of the way. But as we set the uprights, I'm just showing you my Dewalt wall here. Anyway, I'm getting the measurements off of this. So to be able to lift the handle out and take out the boxes, I'm going to use the same spacing as this kit has. So I'm going to get this measurement real quick. I do know that the uprights for each box unit, they're 20 inches. They're 1/8 inch shy of 20 inches outside to outside, is the best I could tell from this system. And then the distance between them, so you can open the handle all the way, looks like about 5 1/4. So we'll probably go 5.5 inch spacing. So we're going to line up the one at the back of the tailgate, that 20 inches apart minus 1/8 inch. Go over 5.5 and do our next one, unless I want to center it over the wheel well. But like I said, this is kind of fluid, so we're still working on it. But he's over there welding right now, so we're fixing to start mounting boxes, I think. So I don't know if y'all seen this, and it ain't cheap, but this is a stick welder by ESAB. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it actually runs off of 4 of the 60-volt Dewalt flex batteries. They fit in this bottom compartment here, and you can configure it a couple of different ways. There's an adapter to turn this into 110 volt. Anyway, you can run it off of just the batteries, which is what we're doing, or you could plug the adapter in here, plug it into 110 volt and use it and the batteries for a stronger source, or you can run just the 240 volt off of there. It's pretty cool, but I mean, I think it's 28 pounds without the batteries. And keep in mind when you buy it, it's got 4 12 amp hour 60 volt batteries, and I'm gonna guess they're $250 a piece. So you're getting $1,000 worth of batteries, plus you're getting a 4-bank battery charger. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off, and we'll keep running on this. Okay, so here are the brackets mounted, and Frank, if you could close them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now you got full access to the bed. Let me pull it around to the side. It's not really protruding much at all, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's going to work just fine. Anyway, we've got 2 more brackets to weld up, and we'll show you a final picture of it. This is getting exciting. All right, we've basically got it finished up. At some point I'll dismantle it and, you know, like I said, make it prettier, paint it, grind the wheels, that kind of stuff. But all right, Frank, show them how it works. And while we were testing it, while he was doing this, I was able to go from this side of the bed and just reach over and unhook it and get it out. And then we've already tested it with the tonneau cover. It clears our tonneau cover. And let me show it to you from the side. Get this out of the way. As you can see, we can still slide plywood and keep our tools, which is kind of what I was looking for. So I think this whole project is awesome. And I decided I just want to keep it open topped. And looks like I can reach in from the side and grab what I need. Go back to the side, put it back in there. But I think this is pretty cool. So this will work on F-150 or the Super Duties. I'm not sure how far back that little tow hook thing. I don't know what all years it was on, but yeah, I just think it turned out awesome. Anyway, y'all have a great day.